So the Rabbeinu Bechaya writes, somebody whose entire life, I'm a Shliach of HaShem, Shluch Shel Adam K'maisai, my very identity, I'm a conduit. There's no chatzitza, there's no partition. There's absolute openness. So the divine oneness flows through this person precisely because there's no I outside of Hashem's I. Just complete oneness with Shulchan Aruch, complete oneness with Torah, complete oneness with godliness. That's why it says in Zohar, it says 3 times a year, Yeirah chol schurchas pnei adon Hashem. Every male should go up to the Beis HaMikdash to them and see and be seen by the face of the Master Hashem. And the Zohar says, I quote, Man pnei ha'adon dar Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai. Who is the face of the Master Hashem, Rabbi Shimon bar Yochai? Which seems to undermine some of the essentials of Judaism. The answer, of course, is, Rabbi says in Zohar, Anosim ana ba'alma. The very eye is just a simon. I'm an arrow. I'm just a reflection, a transmitter, a conduit, a channel through which Hashem's presence comes into the world. So it's not that Rabbi is God. Chas v'shalom, there's only one God. Rabbi's entire metzius is nothingness, no thingness, but a conduit for Hashem, which is the truth about everything in existence. But it says in Tanya, in Shara Yichud, in the Alter Rebbe's second section of Tanya, chapter 3, the Alter Rebbe says, if we had spiritually microscopic eyes, when we would look at the world, we wouldn't see physical matter. What would we see? We would see divine energy. Today in science and physics and quantum physics, we're coming closer and closer to the point where we know that when we will develop the appropriate tools, we will look at the universe, we will not see a physical universe. We will see a spiritual, divine universe that our eyes presently reduce into physical, concretized manner. So the whole world is divine energy. That's the whole world. Somebody who has such eyes sees in everything the divine energy, and they become an embodiment of that flow, helping every person see it in themselves. There's a Yerushalmi, Talmud Yerushalmi Bikurim. It says in Chavakok, the Haftarah of Shavuos, V'Hashem beheichal kodshay. God came into his holy sanctuary. So the Yerushalmi, Talmud Yerushalmi Bikurim says, Da Rabbi Yitzchak Rebbe Lazar bebekeneshta de Kesarin. This is Rabbi Yitzchak, the son of Rebbe Lazar, when he came into the yeshiva in Caesarea. It's Hashem coming into the heichal kodshay. We don't speak like this. There's one God. We don't deify people. Chas v'shalom. And then the pasuk says, "Vayikru loy keil elokei Yisrael vayishlach." So the Gemara says in Megillah Yudches, "Hakadosh Baruch Hu karoi leYaakov keil." What does that mean? Hashem calls Yaakov keil. We don't believe in these things. This is not Judaism. What happened to monotheism? God has no image. Chas v'shalom. A human being is not God. But this really elevates us and helps us understand that there is a human being who works himself or herself out so deeply, that my flesh, my body, my soul, my consciousness is a channel. It's an open channel for the presence of Ein Oid Milvado, for Hashem's infinite oneness. And to be in the presence of such a teacher, of such a master, puts you in the atmosphere, in the ambiance, in the paradigm of oneness, of Achdus Hashem. The moment it becomes about worshiping a person, if it's about worshiping a person or surrendering to a person, it's about a person instead of Hashem, I lost the plot. I completely lost the plot. It's never about a person. The moment the Rebbe becomes about a Rebbe instead of Hashem, you miss the point. The whole metzius of a Rebbe is nothing but Hashem because of his bittul to Hashem. So the moment the Rebbe becomes anything else but I'm a conduit, I'm a servant for God, complete servant, more than everybody else, not less. A Rebbe is a Rebbe not because he has more power than everybody else, because he has nothing, because there's no I. I'm just Ein Sof. I'm just bottled to Ein Sof. I'm a conduit for Ein Sof. I'm one with Ein Sof. Shluch Shel Adam K'moisei. That's what makes a Rebbe a Rebbe. The moment I lose that, the moment I'm not toifus, the moment you don't grasp this nekuda, what makes a Rebbe is the fact that there's no agenda, there's no thought, there's no word, there's no action, there's no much, but a conduit for the will of God, for the will of God, which is one, completely one.